Hey guys, Chelsea and I are going to go out to Grand Canyon Caverns. It's a little dirt strip about 30 minutes away from here. Apparently it's the biggest underground caverns here in the United States, or a dry cavern or something. We're not going to check it out today because we don't have time, because the kids have a half a day of school, but we're still going to enjoy the day out. It's a nice overcast day, so let's get going.
Alright, now the temperature's back up.
60594, entering a left base for runway 21, full stop, caught with traffic.
I have no idea where that is, but it's coming in super clear, which I'm really confused because my radios don't pick up barely anything.
Caught with traffic, check into 60594, going around runway 21, caught with traffic. Sure, Kingman traffic, sorry.
Okay, that makes more sense. What's that? Kingman traffic, Terminal K Fox 24 Kilo Bravo, taxiing from the shade hangars to runway 03 for an eastbound departure, and copy the Skyhawk in the pattern.
Kingman traffic, check into 60594, on left downwind for runway 21. Kingman traffic.
Alright, well there is no wind today. I'll wait for him to take off and then I'll jet out behind him.
Kingman traffic, check into 60594, student pilot solo, entering a left base for runway 21, full stop. Kingman traffic.
Alright, I guess he's doing a full stop. I don't know if he's doing a full stop and then go or what. I don't want to disturb him because he's a student pilot, so I'll let him do his thing. You hear that little, like that little kind of noise? I turn off the transponder, it goes away. And that's what I was trying to put those little, I put little ferrite pieces on this and down here to try to get rid of it. Some of you guys had suggested doing that. And yeah, no, it made it like 10 times worse. And basically I went and shot a video earlier this week with my son, and the whole video, 2 of them were just completely shot because the audio was so bad. It basically picked up all the engine noise and everything.
Kingman traffic, check at 60594, exiting runway 21 at Delta 2. Kingman traffic.
And Kingman traffic, Terminal Kit Fox 24 Kilo Bravo, entering the runway 03 at Delta 4 will be an eastbound departure. Kingman. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, having that rudder trim that I put on there, I readjusted it. It feels a heck of a lot better now. But before, it was like, it was basically too much correction. But now it feels just about right. But we'll see once we get up to straight and level how it is. But let's go over and take a look at these mountains over here and see how much snow cover's up there. We go camping and stuff up there. Well, this is the day to go flying, Chelsea, because it's like next to 0 wind. Like, I think it's like the high winds today are like 4 knots, so a lot better than last week when I came back from Page, Arizona. If you guys missed those videos just before this one, I went out to Death Valley and did 2 videos out there, and then the very next day we flew from Death Valley basically all the way out to eastern Arizona, out to Page, Arizona, where we stationed there, and then we went up to Utah, and I did a couple videos up there for you guys. Really, really fun. But coming back last Sunday, it was, I think they had like, I don't know what it is about this, it must be like a Venturi. It's kind of like Hoskins, where the winds just pick up just over Kingman. I can't hear you. Oh, that's not pushed in all the way. There you go.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay.
Can you hear me before?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just...
Okay, there we go. So this is your second time flying?
Yeah.
Can you see out a little bit better now?
I had a booster seat.
Yep. Yeah, no, that will make a big difference just on like feeling nauseous and things like that, just when you can see out the front instead of just the side. Yeah, so the place that we're going, Grand Canyon Caverns, is actually, you know the movie Cars? Well, basically what they did in Cars is they went down Route 66 and they took a bunch of these tiny little towns and took different aspects about these different towns. on the next flight back, on the next video, there's another little gas station. Maybe we'll fly kind of by it. We went out there. It's just 10 minutes from our house. And that's where they got the idea of the cars that they actually put in the movie. Like the police car and like the old Jaguar and some other things like that.
Yeah, tow truck. And
the tow truck. So it was some of their inspiration for that specific place. Well, the place that we're going here is actually Radiator Springs, which is the name of the little town. And there's a little gas station there. It's not open anymore, but they have some other things like fire trucks and different things like that there. So,
Cuba traffic check engine 60594, student pilot solo at Delta 2, taxiing over to Delta 1 to take runway 21. Cuba traffic.
So when we get out there, we'll do a quick little walk around and show you guys some of the little things that they have there. And then maybe on the way back, check out some BLM land. Like I said, I'm getting my tail wheel tomorrow, or the rest of the pieces of it. I have half of it for the actual suspension, and then I'll put it together over Christmas, and then when I get back from Christmas break in January, we'll go out and try it out, maybe out in this field.
Check engine 60524, student pilot solo, crossing runway 17 at Delta. Cuba traffic.
we should fly by the mountain that we climbed.
What's that?
We should fly by the mountain that we climbed.
Oh, up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. That just means we have to climb up another 1,500 feet, though.
Oh, all I care. Oh, is it like that one right in front of us, or around
Yeah.
the corner?
Nope, right in front of us.
Okay.
The one with the towers?
Yeah.
I think, let me just...
Yeah, because there's towers right where we're at.
Yeah, there were a few towers right where we were, weren't there?
That one looks cooler. Let's say we did that one.
Well, the road goes all the way up here.
Oh, yeah, we did follow the road all the way up.
I don't remember there being that many towers, though.
Yeah, it doesn't look the right.
It doesn't look
the
right.
same.
Not very much snow up here, that's for sure. Only a couple inches at most. Looks like most of it's already all melted off. All right, well, let's head out to where we're actually going, Grand Canyon Caverns. All right, well, it looks like 20 minutes to get there at this speed. All right, now that we're straight and level, let's see how this rudder trim actually works. All right, that is, my feet are completely off the rudder pedals, and it's pretty close. Now if I just set my feet on the rudders, the rudder pedals, so it's just about perfect, but not quite. Well, over the years, I've had so many of you guys ask like how you guys could become specifically missionary pilots, not just a bush pilot, but actually work for missions. There's actually a website out there now. Let me go look and see what it is actually again. I forgot the name of it. It's called Unreachable No More. I'll leave a link down below. But if you are interested in becoming a missionary pilot specifically, go check that out. It's a really good website to give you a lot of resources on different schools and things like that that will train you up to become a missionary pilot. Again, this is not just a website just to become a bush pilot. It is specific for missions. So if you do have a heart for missions and you want to find out more on how you can be involved, that's a really good first start. Well, let's take a look at what airport information we do have for Grand Canyon Caverns.
Ooh.
It's 122.8. What? What?
But like, where is the Grand Canyon actually even start? That's like, looks cool over there.
That is part of the Grand Canyon, yeah.
It looks like it would be.
Yeah, so right there with all those blue lines, that's where the Grand Canyon airspace starts, and you're not allowed to fly there. So yeah, that's part of the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
And it really kind of stinks that you're not allowed to fly in there.
Fly around it?
You can fly over it, but you have to be basically 8,000 feet and then 9,000 feet over there. So you're so high up that...
Oh, that'd still be cool.
Yeah, you can probably see it, but... And then there's different sections that you have, different corridors that you have to like fly through, like right there. You're not allowed to fly through the little purple areas. You can only fly through the corridors. And same with this. We could fly over that, but we'd have to be...
That looks super cool.
Yeah. On the way back, we'll take the low route, and we'll fly down some canyons over through that, right down through there.
Okay.
That are really pretty, and then there's like a railroad track and stuff.
That's really cool seeing a little bit of the Grand Canyon if it's far away.
Yeah, I know, right? It is beautiful. And then on the way back, that big, huge grassy area out there,
Yep.
that's all BLM land. And we'll go check out some areas there to see if we can find some good landing spots. It's just a huge field with nothing. Finally, my airplane's burning their fuel evenly now. Last week on the way out to Page, my fuel, like I would shut one wing off and then the other to try to keep it even. And then basically it wasn't, like I was only using this one here, but it still wasn't feeding down. Like there was some air bubbles. I don't even know what it is, but there's this like little, it's not the fuel pump, but I don't even know. Anyway, I think there was air bubbles in it. Because basically it got down to where it said I had low fuel, even though my tanks were nearly full. Because it wasn't getting fuel out of that wing when this one was shut off. So I did like some like really hard side slips, and then a ton of air bubbles came up through the lines.
Oh.
And I haven't had issues since then, but it's an issue I've been having like almost since day one when I got the airplane. I think there was just air in that little, I don't even know what it is. It's just like a little canister where that air vent comes up behind you.
Uh-huh.
So somebody else can mention what it is. I have no idea. All right, elevation here is 5,400 feet, so we've got a couple thousand feet to go down. Yeah, on our way back, we'll come over here to this field right here, and we'll check it out, because I think that there's some places out there that we could probably land. And if you're wondering, how do I know what BLM land is I just use the Onyx off-road app, and it shows ownership of land and things, and this whole area is just BLM, so that's nice. All right, well, let's go ahead and start heading down. We're just about 5 minutes out.
Oh.
Let's check our brakes. Our fuel's still on because we never turned it off. Our harnesses. Are you good? Sometimes they loosen up. Radios. We're 8 miles out. Grand Canyon. Caverns. Experimental Kit Fox 2 for Kilo Bravo. 8 miles to the west-southwest. 7,100 on descent inbound for landing. Grand Canyon Caverns. Alright, if we have to go around, we don't have to land for any reason, but if we do have to go around, it's just power up. Get a couple notches of flaps out and go straight up, straight around. We'll come in at 55 knots, or 55 miles an hour today, depending on what the winds are doing, which I don't think are doing much. We're 3 miles out, and I still don't even see it. I think I might see something that might be a runway, but yeah. Grand Canyon Caverns, Kit Fox 2 for Kilo Bravo, 3 miles out to the southwest, 6,000 on descent, inbound for landing, Grand Canyon Caverns. Okay, well that has to be it. There's a little bit of snow.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And it looks like a dirt road. So the snow must be on this half the end of the runway. So what we'll do is we'll fly over, I think the windsock's at the other end of the runway, and then we'll just enter into a full pattern and maybe land on this way or land this way depending on whatever the winds are doing. Alright, there's the windsock, and it looks like it's favoring 0.5. Maybe a little bit of a crosswind. I can't really... Yeah, actually it looks like the winds are kind of coming this direction, so we'll just land past the snow. The 2 notches of flaps, start getting our trim. Grand Canyon Caverns, 24 Kilo Bravo, turning left base, 05. So full flaps. Like I said, we're going to be landing halfway down, so I'm just keeping my altitude here. Grand Canyon Caverns, 24 Kilo Bravo, turning final, 05. Alright, checklist is complete. And we'll just keep the tail up for as long as we can, just so we can see out ahead of us. It's so much easier to taxi like this with a little bit of speed at 35 miles an hour.
Wow.
All right, we'll taxi down here. Take a look at the gas station down here and everything else they have down here. There's a little dirt road right here that we can taxi down. Oh, it would be nice to come out here someday and actually like check them out. Yeah. I guess there's like an elevator that takes you all the way down
cool.
in it, and we talked to somebody else that's been to it, and they said it was pretty cool. I think this is as far as we're technically allowed to go, because there's some signs right here that says don't go any further, basically. All right, well, let's shut down and let's walk down there and just take a look at it, see what they have.
I'm cold.
It is probably like 30 degrees out here, something like that. It's pretty miserable. At least there's not much wind though, maybe like 4 knots at most. I wonder when this thing was built. What do you think this used to be? What do you think it used to be?
Beats me.
A store?
Yeah.
Leave a comment down below what you guys think this might be. I have absolutely no idea. Alright, like I was saying, guys, at the beginning of this video, this is Radiator Springs as far as I can tell because it says Radiator Springs on the gas station. The gas station is no longer in operational condition, doesn't look like. Wow, this is crazy here. Dang. Wooden wheels or wooden spokes, that's pretty crazy. That would have been miserable on car trips with the kids. Let's go check this out. This is the actual Grand Canyon Caverns little thing here, so maybe there's some information in here about it. Well, this is their free little museum that you can walk through. Apparently the elevator is not in working condition right now. It's already been out for a month, they said. So they're waiting for parts. So yeah, maybe some other time I can come up here and we can actually go down there and show you guys around. But definitely a walk through the past, that's for sure. I remember these things.
I love the videos where the kids are trying to figure out how to like use one.
Like they asked like the 14-year-old, how do you dial?
Like, how do you make a phone call?
I've seen these little TikToks and YouTube shorts and things where parents are asking their kids that are like 14 years old, like, how do you think you make a phone call on this?
And they kept on like.
They couldn't figure out how to like do it, and
They kept on like hanging up on it. It's so funny.
yeah. And everything is made out of metal. Like everything is sturdy and lasts for years and years. Now everything is made out of cheap Chinese crappy plastic and lasts less than a year. Well guys, I'm gonna finish the video here. Thanks for joining along Chelsea and I on this little flight. I'm gonna pick back up right here though, and we're gonna be going out and doing a low flight back to Kingman, down some valleys, check out some BLM land, potentially for maybe the first place that I could go land with my new tail wheel, which is coming not in this next video, but hopefully the next video after that. I know I've been telling you guys forever. It's just taking a little bit longer to actually make and get cut out of aluminum, things like that. But thanks guys, and see you guys next time.